right, refs are out. Getting ready to set up the nets, and then we'll get this JV action underway. Knights taking a 2-0 victory yesterday against the Tigers. Trent Smith was in net. He was the backup to Russo in the varsity game. Izzy Wong's here. She took the start yesterday in the varsity game as Jensen was actually sick, stayed home a while, came back out and got here about the second period. Izzy had done such a good job, they left her in and she got the win. So we'll see which one of the two get the start today in the JV game. Final game of the weekend. Final game for the next couple weeks as everybody is off for their Thanksgiving weekend. So no hockey next week, unfortunately. And then we will be back December 7th, December 8th. The varsity will be at the Saints on Saturday, December 7th. And then back home against the Saints on the 17th, or the 8th against the Saints. JV1 will play Friday night at the Stars. And Saturday against the Stars. And I do not have JV2 scheduled, so. And then we'll see Rockhurst coming to play us. All right, final 30 seconds of warm-ups, then we'll get the JV game underway. Your ESPN update, the Chiefs lead the Carolina Panthers 10-3. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. All right, warm-ups are over. We'll gather up some pucks and get JV action underway. I'm assuming Baumgartner will be in for the Tigers. That'll be a very safe assumption since he's the only goaltender dressed over there. So I love it when I'm right. Tigers are ready to go. All right, Wong will head over to net. She's going to get the start here for the JV game. We'll bring out Neal, Smith, Larson, Brown, and Com on the defense. Bedford steps in for the Tigers. Larson steps in for the Knights. And Bedford will win it over near side. Neal's going to chase after it. Now loose down and Neal takes out the ref. Stopped there by Com up against the boards. Now grabbed by Smith momentarily. Now just loose right at the red line. Finally grabbed by Bedford. Bedford will leave it for the D. Now they'll send it up the far left side. Poked away there by Com, right underneath the feet of Bedford. Smith will put him into the wall, and now they'll battle for the puck. Down into the Knight zone. Bedford will backhand it down into the corner. This will be grabbed by Com. He'll come around the backside of the net, up the near side. Oh, they went for a big hit on Neal. Neal moved and right into the wall. Somebody lost a twig. Not sure whose that is. Over to Com. Com will touch it to Neal. Neal will touch it to Larson. Larson will bring it up the left-hand side. Back to his backhand. Deep into the Tiger zone. Now he'll take it around the backside of the net. Zwellenberg calling for it up front. Tigers come away with it. Now it's stolen by Larson down low. Up the wall. Brown can't hold it in. He'll chase after. Down into the Knight zone. Tip, no icing on this as Morrison's checked in. Brown tries to leave it for Morrison. Now comes up to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will get it to Sanders. Sanders up the left-hand side. Pulls it back to the middle. Leaves it for Dunlap. Couldn't get a handle on it. Off to the far side. Olery will hold it in. Now it'll come to Dunlap right in the middle. He'll backhand it right to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg with a shot. Baumgartner with a save. Goes off into the corner. Now up high to Morrison. Morrison will send it down back into the corner to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will bring it in. Poked away there by the Tigers. Left for Morrison. Morrison will send it back down low. That'll go behind the net. Sanders will come in. Body check. Battle for the puck. Both players hit the ground. Now Dunlap will backhand it around the back of the net over to Zwellenberg. He'll battle down into the corner. Puck gets tied up. Sanders will come in trying to kick it out. Comes away. Here come the Tigers. They'll bring it up the left-hand side. Slapper saved by Wong. She'll jump on top of it. They'll blow it dead. Face-off will be in the Knight zone as we're just underway. 10-19 remaining in the first. No score.
This game is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers of Kansas City. Trust your keys with Meineke.
Kassler and Burkett come in on the defense. Prather, Graham, and Goins. Actually, Kassler's going to be on one of the forwards. So Kassler will bring it up. He'll touch it over to Prather. Prather will try to get it down into the Knight zone or Tiger zone. They'll poke it away. Now grabbed down low by the Tigers. Out into the neutral zone. That's stolen by Prather. Prather will send it into the Tiger zone. They'll pop it right back out to neutral ice. Now up the left-hand side. Chipped off the wall. Stolen by Prather. He'll leave it for Burkett. Burkett will get a back check. Does get it out in the neutral zone. Now bring it up the right-hand side. Kassler will stay onside. Burkett to the middle. Shot saved by Baumgartner. Burkett holds it in. Sends it back down low. This will be grabbed by Prather. He'll wrap it around the boards over to Kassler, far side. Body check by the Tigers, loses the puck. Now they'll send it up the boards. Graham will hold this one in, backhand it back over to Kassler. He'll send one wide of the net. Down goes one of the Tigers. A lot of stick holding going on right here, and bodies are flying everywhere trying to get people off of each other's sticks. Now delayed offsides, now sent down into the Tiger zone. Grabbed by the Tigers backside of the net. Goins will give chase. Oh, and there's going to be icing, and we're going to get a penalty on this one too. Goins is going to head to the box. I don't know if they called roughing or a cross check, but the Tigers will go to the power play early. 8:44 remaining in the second, or in the first. 2 minutes on the board. Goins to the box. This will be Wiebe and Honan. Com and Brown on the defense. Honan will win it, send it down into the Tiger zone. Tigers grab it, send it back out to neutral. Up the left-hand side, bounces it off the wall, down low behind the net. Brown will give chase. Tigers come away with it. Up the wall, quick shot, saved by Wong. Rebound goes wide right, over towards the near side, towards Honan. Honan will get it up the wall. Tigers will hold it in. Now slap down low. Over to Bedford. He'll take a shot. That bounces off of somebody up front. Kicks off to the far side. Grabbed by the Tigers down in the corner. 8:08 remaining in the first. No score. 1:23 remaining on the Tigers power play. Tigers will wrap it around the backside of the net. Up near side towards Honan. She'll try to get it cleared. Com's over there also. Now the Tigers will bounce it out into the neutral zone themselves and retreat back. Have to get on sides. In will come Neal for Wiebe. Neal will try to get the steal. Tigers go right around him. Up the left-hand side. Shot goes wide. Centered back up front. Now it's grabbed by Ullery. Ullery will just sling it down towards Baumgartner. They'll touch it up. Now Neal will give a forecheck. Chase him around the back of the net. Here come the Tigers the other way. Smith's in there also. Smith will continue with the back check. Slows it up. Shot goes wide of the net. Or pass. Off to the far side to Ullery. Ullery will tap it. That'll go to Smith. Smith will try to get it to Neal. Deflected by the Tigers, held into the zone. Now they'll dump it into the far corner. Ullery will be back over there. Now he'll sling it near side. Bounces it off the wall. Chase will chase after it. Neal, I guess. Slapped around the net by Baumgartner. Here come the Tigers the other way. They'll bounce it out into the neutral zone. Ullery will shift it right back in. 5 seconds remaining on the power play for the Tigers. Neal will chase after it. They'll put a body check up against the wall. Loose puck grabbed by Smith. Loose up front. Kicked away. Both teams back to full strength. That's grabbed by Larson to Burkett. Burkett will bounce one right off one of the Tigers players. In comes Dunlap for Neal. Tigers will bring it back the other way. This will come over towards Morrison. He'll slap it back out into the neutral zone. Down into the Tiger zone. Larson will chase after him. Now the Tigers will slap it off the boards. Grabbed by Burkett, left-hand side. He'll send one hard off the glass back behind the net. Grabbed by Dunlap behind the net. Centered up front, nobody there. Graham will slap it back down low. Right to Dunlap. Off the side of the netting. Grabbed by the Tigers. They'll clear it. That's going to be an icing. And with 5:52 remaining the first, they'll blow it dead. We'll face it off in the Tiger zone. Sanders, Dunlap, Zwellenberg in at our forwards. Burkett and Graham on the defense. Face-off comes to Sanders. Sanders will wheel it around the back of the net. Has it poked away. Remains back behind the net. Sanders will grab it again. Down into the corner. Body check. Wraps it around the boards. Comes near side to Burkett. Burkett will keep it down low. Grabbed by Dunlap behind the net. He'll take a body check. Loses the puck. Tigers will try to bring it up the left-hand side. Popped and held in momentarily by Graham. Now sent back into the night zone. This will be grabbed by Burkett. He'll wheel around the backside of the net. Zwellenberg will race over, grab it far right-hand side. Dunlap stays on side. Zwellenberg right to the middle. Tries to get a shot off, deflected, goes wide left. Dunlap will chase after it up against the boards. Graham holds it in right at the blue line. Nope, they're going to call offsides. Common Brown on the defense. Goins, Prather, and Kassler on the forward line. Face off here, neutralized. 5:07 remaining in the first, no score. Tigers finally get it cleared out. That'll be grabbed by Com. He'll wheel around, slap it off the boards right to Prather. Prather at the red line, brings it up, splits two defenders, but loses the puck. Tigers try to get it cleared. Brown holds it in, hard around the boards, comes near side. Held in by Com. Com will skate in, takes a shot. Baumgartner with another save, cleared by the Tigers. All the way down to Wong Chu. Right through her skates. That'll be icing. Just thought about tapping it, let it go, and it just went outside the post for icing. Face off in the Tiger zone. 4:35 remaining in this first. Goins wins it off. That'll come to Brown. Brown will whiff on the shot. Goes off into the far corner to Kassler. Now the Tigers will clear it once again. Down into the night zone. This will be grabbed by Brown. He'll try across ice. Stolen by the Tigers. And we're going to get an offsides. Honan, Wiebe, and Larson will check in. Wiebe to the right wing, Honan to the left, Larson to middle. Common Brown on the defense. Face-off comes to Com. Com will go D to D to Brown. Brown will swing it ahead to Honan. Or Wiebe, sorry. She'll dump it down into the Tiger zone. Now battle for the puck. Grabbed by Brown momentarily. Now the Tigers will clear it once again. Arms in the air. Now they're going to wave it off. Com will grab it, backside of the net. Puts on the brakes, comes back towards the middle. Now across ice over to Brown. Brown will bring it up the right-hand side, dumps it down low. Wiebe, Larson, and Honan will all chase after it. Larson will get there first, down in the corner. Leaves it for Morrison. Morrison will saucer one right up. That goes wide right of the net. Over to Larson in the corner. They'll bring it up to Ullery. Ullery will bring it over to Morrison. Morrison with a slapper. Saved by Baumgartner. Honan will grab it down low, kicks it off to the far side. Larson will chase after it. Backhands it to Ullery. Ullery whipped on the shot there. Larson will hold it in right at the blue line. To his backhand. Leaves it for Morrison. Morrison will send another one. That goes wide right. Deflected away up front by the Tigers. Now they'll wrap it around the boards. Over to the near side. Morrison will hold it in, sends it back down low to Larson. Tigers will send it around the boards. 2:45 remaining. Ullery can't get the hold in. Now it's sent back in by Morrison. Now the Knights will chase after it. Larson will head after it. Wiebe will hold it in. Wiebe around the backside of the net, looking to center it up front to Honan. Cleared, held in by Morrison. He'll slap one. Blocker saved by Baumgartner. Grabbed by Honan in the corner. Back up to Morrison. Morrison will send one now down low. Bounces it off the boards, backside of the net. Larson will chase after it. 2:15 remaining in the period. Now Tigers come away with it, chip it around Ullery. Morrison will chase after it. Tigers will chase after it. Morrison will get there first to Wiebe. Wiebe will get it to Honan. Honan down into the Tiger zone. They'll look for a breakout. Out here to Owens on the right. She'll send one. Glove save there by Wong. Drops it and leaves it for Ullery. Here comes Neal out. Olery bringing it. Neal right to the middle, chips it down low. Neal will chase after down into the corner. Back around the backside of the net. Still has the puck now. Try to get it up to Graham. Has it blocked away, and here come the Tigers the other direction. Foot race for the puck. Down in the corner, grabbed by the Tigers, now blocked by Neal. He'll kick it with the skate down up the right-hand side. Brings it down into the Tiger zone. They'll send it right back out. Over to Burkett. Burkett will bring it up the left-hand side. Got Goins in the middle, Smith and Neal. Burkett will bring it in, pulls up right to his forehand. Takes a shot, bounces it off of Goins' shin guards, grabbed by the Tigers. Right to Neal up front. He'll center back up front, out in front of Baumgartner. Over towards the near side. Smith will battle for the puck. Smith will send it down low. He'll head to the bench. Goin heads to the bench. Neal's already out. Here comes Kassler, and the Tigers will come the other way. Over to the right-hand side. Around Burkett to the middle. In comes Larson. They'll lose the puck. Now Kassler will send it down into the Tiger zone. 25 seconds remaining in the period. Popped up in the air by Kassler. Right to Graham. Graham will send one way wide right of the net. Grabbed by the Tigers. They'll wheel around the backside. Held in momentarily by Burkett. Right to the center. Larson couldn't get a stick on it. Tigers will come the other way. Final 8 seconds. Foot race for the puck. Long will come out. She'll tip it off to the side. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the period. Bedford grabs it. And the whistle blows. And we're through with one. After the first period, no score. Okay. Moment of broadcasting silence brought to you by the Mimes Association of America. Who got boarded? Oh, you know. So 2 minutes for boarding and a 10-minute misconduct for the Tigers. Owens will serve the 2 minutes. Larson, Smith, and Neal, Olery, and Morrison. Face-off comes to Smith. Smith will send it to Olery. Olery will take a shot wide right. Neal will try a backhander, blocked up front. Now to Baumgartner on a quick shot. He'll save it, smothered up. They'll blow it dead. We'll face it off in the Tiger zone once again. Larson gets tied up at the dot, comes around the backside of the net. Larson looking. He'll pull it back right to the middle. Backhander shot. Saved by Baumgartner as it goes wide right of the net. Now around the boards. This will be held up by Morrison. Morrison will send it down to Larson. Up against the boards. On the power play. Larson will bring it backside of the net. Poke check there by the Tigers. Now up to Olery. Olery will backhand it. Blocked by the Tigers. Now to go down deep behind the net. Round the boards. Morrison will step up, hold this one, and send one towards Baumgartner. That goes back behind the net. There's Smith and Larson battling for it. Now to come around far side towards Neal. Tied up behind the net with Smith. Neal will come in. Now bodies are flying everywhere. Here comes Larson in there. Larson comes away with it. Pokes it. Saved by Baumgartner. Grabbed by Smith. That's blocked by Baumgartner. Now Morrison with a quick shot. That goes wide of the net. Comes over near side. Olery will hold it in. Sends it down low to Larson. Larson behind the net. Puts on the brakes. Looking for somewhere to go. Tries to center it up front to Smith. Now to Neal. Neal will have his shot blocked. Still battle up front for the puck. Tigers will try to come away with it. Olery will hold it in. Right at the blue line. Sends it hard down behind the boards. Backside of the net. Grabbed by Smith. Over to Larson. Larson will center. Blocked by Baumgartner. He'll smother it up. They'll blow it dead. Face off in the Tiger zone. 10:14 remaining in the second. We're tied at 0. Knights will continue the power play for another 17 seconds.
This game is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers of Kansas City. Trust your keys with Meineke.
Face off far side. This will bring in Zwellenberg, Dunlap, and Sanders, Com, and Brown. Face off comes to Brown up high. He'll try to backhand it. Poked out into the neutral zone by the Tigers. Com will retreat back. 10 seconds left on the power play. Com will cross ice over to Dunlap. Dunlap will bring it in left side. Back to his forehand. Saved by Baumgartner. He'll glove it. They'll blow it dead. One more face off in the Tiger zone. That ends the penalty. Both teams are back to full strength. Face-off won by the Tigers. Brown holds it in right at the blue line. Now he'll send it back down low to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will try to get it to Sanders. Baumgartner with another save. Dunlap gets taken out, flies into Baumgartner. Baumgartner has to adjust his bucket. Both players flying in to battle for a rebound. Baumgartner smothered it, and they both went down. Dunlap quick over to Zwellenberg. His shot goes wide right. Over near boards to Com. Tigers will battle for it down in the corner. Zwellenberg rotates up into the defensive slot. Now it comes loose. Tigers grab it backside of the net. Back check by Dunlap. Slows everything up. Tigers still come away with the puck. Now it comes right to Com. Com will take a shot. Blocked by Baumgartner once again. Now a big hit on Sanders down low. Tigers trying to clear it. Pops it up loose right up front. Now it's going to be cleared. This should be icing. It will be icing. We'll bring it back down to the Tiger zone and face it off. Line change here for the Knights. Goins, Honan, and Wiebe will check in. Graham and Burkett on the defense. 9:08 remaining in the second. No score. Face-off grab by the Tigers. They slam it a couple times into the boards, but can't get it cleared. Now they'll try to wrap it around the boards. Backside of the net. Honan's over there. She'll touch it over to Burkett. Burkett will try to send it back down to Honan. One of the Tigers players is laying on the ice and block that one. Now it'll trickle out right to Wiebe. Wiebe will come wide to the right. Poke checked away by the Tigers. Now Goins will come in there, steals the puck. Down low, battle for it. 2 Tigers down. Goins comes away with it. He'll take a shot. Baumgartner with the save. Lands right on top of Baumgartner. Now some pushing on Goins. And everybody goes down. There's a shot being thrown. Goins kind of got pushed right on top of Baumgartner. I mean, now the Knights will change out their forward line. They'll keep Graham and Burkett out there, but this will bring in Larson, Smith, and Neal. Face-off comes to Smith. Graham will send it down into the corner, wrapping around the boards. Witt will chase after it for the Tigers. Wraps it around. Neal will grab it near side. Takes a body check. Loose puck. Grabbed by Larson. Larson will leave it for Burkett. Burkett will skate in. Glove saved by Baumgartner. He'll jump on top of it. They'll blow it dead. Last Chiefs update I heard was 13-6 with 7:24 remaining in the second. It's been a while, so probably closer to halftime now. Larson will win it back right to Morrison. Morrison will send it down into the corner. Grabbed by Larson back behind the net. They'll slam it off the boards over to Neal. Neal will bring it around the backside of the net. Near into the corner. Backhanded to Larson. Larson will take it down low, wrapping around the boards. Pulls back. Back around the boards up high. Blocked by the Tigers. Morrison holds it in. He'll send one towards Baumgartner. Another save by Baumgartner. Now grabbed by Larson. Over to Smith. Smith will send it up to Neal. Keel can't get the clean shot off. Smith will send it back to Neal. Neal will send it off into the corner. Smith will chase after it. Loose puck grabbed by Smith right to Neal. Neal deflects the shot, goes wide left. Around the boards it goes over to Morrison. Morrison will send it up front. Blocked by the Tigers. Held in by Neal momentarily right to the middle. Now the Tigers will grab it. They'll do a breakout up the left-hand side. Off the boards, down in. And that's going to be a late hit on Neal, and he'll go to the box for roughing. Well after the pass had been sent out into the Tiger zone.
This game is brought to you by Par Electric. Par puts people first.
So face-off will be in the Knight zone. 7:12 remaining in the second. Tigers to the power play. Now down low. Bedford will grab it. Backside of the net for the Tigers. He'll drift it up towards the D. They'll send a shot. Blocked up front by Morrison, and Morrison will come away with it. 3-on-2 for the Knights the other way. Morrison up the left. Goins in the middle. Shot gets blocked and deflected by the Tigers. Now behind the net. Grabbed by the Tigers. Loose. Poked there by the Tigers up the right-hand side. They'll try to break out themselves. Pulls it back towards the middle. Momentarily blocked away by Goins. Now the Tigers will dump it down into the Knight zone. Wrap it around the net. This will be grabbed by Olery. Olery will chip it ahead out into the Tiger zone. Touched by Witt. 6:27 remaining in the second. Once again, no score. Slapped hard off the boards. Morrison will stop that one. Now right to Prather. Prather back to Morrison. Morrison will go D to Olery. Couldn't handle the pass. Now it's a battle for the puck in the Tiger zone. That's going to be an offsides. Honan will win it back towards the Tiger zone. Almost got the steal right there as they pulled it back. Now the Tigers will come the other way. Up the middle. Right around Com. Backhander blocked by Com. Now Com will slap at it. Can't get it cleared. Witt will hold it in. He'll dump it back down low. Back behind the net. Grabbed by Com once again. Now backhanded out into the neutral zone. Foot race for the puck. Witt and Honan will chase after it. Baumgartner will get there first. Now grabbed by Witt. Wheeling around the back of the net. 28 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Nice steal there by Honan. Still loose right at the blue line. Now the Tigers will grab it. Send it up the left-hand side. Grabbed by Com. Com will bring it around towards the middle. Back check there by the Tigers. Now Com will bring it right to the middle. Pulls back to his forehand. Takes a shot, shoots, and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 10, Evan Com, unassisted. And that's a shorthanded goal with 7 seconds still left on Neal's penalty. Prather, Kassler check in on the forwards. Com and Brown on the defense. Now the Tigers will send one. That's going to be an icing just as the penalty ends on Neal. So the Knights will go back to full strength. Neal will go to the bench. Goins will come onto the ice. Face off in the Tiger zone. 5:10 remaining in the second. 1-0 Knights.
Your KC Knights put the brakes on that power play. Brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers of Kansas City.
Face off one over to Prather. Prather will drop it for Com. Now Com comes away with a D right at the blue line. Will swing it back down low. This will be grabbed by the Tigers. Wrapped around the boards over to Com again. Com will send it D to D near side to Brown. Brown will whiff on trying to get a shot in. Goes back down low. Kassler will go battling for the puck. Around the boards now. Brown will step down trying to hold it down low. Kassler's still down there. Takes a body check. Pinned up against the boards. Brown and Kassler both battling for it. Trickles out backside of the net. Grabbed by Prather. Now finally chips out. Tigers will try to clear it. Held in by Com momentarily. They'll pull it in. Right in each other's way. Now to come back to Com. Being pressured. Held in by Com. Right to the forehand. He'll shoot it wide of the net. Comes over near side. Brown will slap it. Baumgartner with another save. Now poked by Prather. Finally cleared by the Tigers. Back to Com. He'll retreat back into the Knight zone. Bounces it off the boards trying to get it to Kassler. Takes an odd bounce. Bounces up high. And here come the Tigers the other direction. Now stolen by Com. Com down deep. Up to his forehand. Takes a shot. Saved by Baumgartner. That goes up into the netting. Face-off will be in the Tiger zone with 3:40 remaining in the second. 1-0 Knights. Burkett and Graham will check in on the defense. Zwellenberg, Sanders, and Dunlap on our forwards. Dunlap to center, Zwellenberg to the right, Sanders to the left. One over to Zwellenberg. Right to his forehand, takes a shot, deflected, and goes wide left in the net. Now the Tigers will try to bring it up the left-hand side. Almost blocked by Burkett. Stolen by the Tigers. Now they'll take a shot wide of the net. Comes over near boards. Dunlap's over there. He'll try to get it to Zwellenberg. Tigers hold it in. That's Bedford with the puck for the Tigers. Peels back around for a little time and space. Now centers it. That's stolen by Sanders right at the blue line. 2-on-2 the other way. Sanders will come to the right. Gets it over to Zwellenberg. They'll take a shot. That goes wide right of the net. Goes all the way around the boards, held in by Burkett. Burkett will send one. That goes wide left of the net. Near side, poked there by Dunlap, trying to get it up to Graham. Graham will send it back down low. This will be grabbed by Sanders. Sanders right to the middle of the ice. To his backhand. Takes a backhand shot, goes wide of the net. Now grabbed by the Tigers, ripped around the boards. Burkett will hold this one in, dumps it back down low. Dunlap will chase. Loose puck behind. Dunlap comes away, centers it up front. Nobody there. Now Graham starts retreating. Here comes the back check from Sanders. Wells will send it down into the Knight zone. Grabbed by Graham. He'll get it to Dunlap. Dunlap will chip it off the boards, trying to get it to Zwellenberg. That bounces off of Dunlap's skate right to Sanders. Sanders will take a shot. Smothered up by Baumgartner. They'll blow it dead with 2:17 remaining in the second. Knights are leading 1-0. Sanders, Larson, and Neal will check back in along with Olery and Morrison. Face off in the Tiger zone. Here comes Larson, steps in. They'll look to win it over to Neal, right to Neal. Neal will send it to Olery. Olery will toe the blue line, send one. That's deflected up front by the Tigers. Now sent out into the neutral zone. Down into the Knight zone. Tigers chase after it. They'll get there first. Now down low, that'll be grabbed by Olery. Olery up ahead to Neal. Neal will have to have Smith slow up. Here comes Neal in. Looks to center it up front. Right to Smith. Saved by Baumgartner on the centering pass from Neal. Now it's deflected out into the neutral zone. Larson will come away with it. He'll drop it for Neal. Right to the forehand shot. Deflected and lands right on top of the net. Deflected up in the air, landed right on the net behind Baumgartner. They'll blow it dead, and we'll face it off down here in the Tiger zone with 1:33 remaining in the second. Larson wins it to Neal. Neal over to Olery. Olery will backhand it down into the corner. Smith will go chase after this one. Now it comes to Larson behind the net. Neal battling up front. Larson will peel back behind the net to the near side. Gets it up to Olery. Olery will send one. Blocker saved by Baumgartner. Comes over to Neal. Neal will attach it to Morrison. Morrison will send it back down low. Larson will battle behind the net. Larson comes away with it. Baumgartner with a save. There's Smith. Baumgartner with another save. Comes to Neal. He'll tip it off the board. Right to Morrison. Oh, that hits something right up front and just stalled. Back to Larson, right to Smith. Blocker saved by Morrison. Or Baumgartner. Holy cow, how did he come up with that one? Nice center pass from Larson right to Bo Smith. He quickly slapped at it, and Baumgartner somehow got his right hand up in his blocker and tipped it off to the side. Knights will change it up. In will come Honan, Wiebe, and Goins. Com and Brown on the defense. Over to Brown. Brown will hold it in. Over to Com. Com to Wiebe. Wiebe up front to Goins. Goins' tip goes off to the wide right of the net. Back over to Hohen. Centered up front. Now tipped away by the Tigers. That'll come out into the neutral zone. Chased back by Com. Com will put on the brakes. Down in the corner. Loses the puck. Tigers center to right up front. Whipped on the one-timer. Goes off to the near side to Brown. Brown will send it out in the neutral zone. This will come to Witt. Witt will send it right back in. Delayed offsides right at the feet of Com. Now the Tigers are back on side. Arm will go down. That'll go to Brown. Brown will back over to Com. That's the end of the period. And after two, it's the Knights 1, the Tigers 0. ESPN update, Chiefs 20, Carolina Panthers 6, with 44 seconds remaining in the first half. What? I did. Get my ESPN updates from Stacy Shaw. Thanks, Stacy. So after 2, it's the Knights 1 on 25 shots. The Tigers 0 off 2 shots. Long will head back to her right, east end of Independence Ice Arena. Baumgartner off to our left. 13 minutes on the clock. Knights leading 1-0. Goins, Prather, and Kassler come in. We'll have Graham and Burkett on the defense to start this third period. Slap by Kassler down into the Tiger zone. Now they'll send it back out to neutral. This will be grabbed by Prather. Prather will skate in right to the forehand, blocked up front. Tigers will send it over to the far side. Graham will hold it in momentarily. Now the Tigers will bring it out. Up the left-hand side comes Owens. And dumped down into the Knight zone. This will be grabbed by Graham, backside of the net. Pops out into the neutral zone, grabbed by Birch. And they'll saucer it up in the air, slapped down by Burkett. And he'll bring it back out to neutral ice. Up the middle, Kassler stays on side. Burkett, shot saved by Baumgartner once again. Tied up right up front, right to Goins. Goins goes down, loose puck, grabbed by Kassler. They'll take a shot wide of the net. Now saucered up in the air, arm up. That's going to be icing. We'll face it off down in the Tiger zone with 11:59 remaining in the game. Like to see the Knights get another one here, put a little cushion in between them and the Tigers. Sanders, Dunlap, and Zwellenberg. Morrison and Ullery. Face off over to Zwellenberg. His shot's deflected and goes wide in the net. Grabbed by the Tigers, held in momentarily by Morrison. Now it'll pop out into the neutral zone. This will be grabbed by Zwellenberg. To his backhand. Now he'll leave it just past Dunlap. So this will be grabbed by Sanders. Sanders has it poked away by the Tigers. Morrison will dump it down low. Chased by the Tigers. They'll get to it first, backside of the net, over towards the far side. Oh, Dunlap with a quick shot, saved by Baumgartner once again. Now that Morrison shot deflected up front by the Tigers, goes off into the corners. Wellenberg will chase after him. Can't be held in by the Knights. Now backhanded by Dunlap over to Ullery. Ullery to Morrison. Morrison will get it back to Zwellenberg. He'll chip it down into the Tiger zone. Sanders will chase after it around the corner. Loose puck in the corner. Now behind the net it'll go. Grabbed by the Tigers. Up their left-hand side. Pulls it back. Keeps it in their zone. Now back to neutral. They'll try to cross ice to Bedford. That's just past the stick of Bedford. No arm in the air. This will be grabbed by Ullery. They'll lose it behind the net to the Tigers. Now stolen and popped away there by Sanders. Grabbed by the Tigers. Popped into the neutral zone. Grabbed by the Tigers. Saucered over here to the left-hand side. Now centered out front. Howard will chase after it. Ullery will get there first. Backhands it off the boards. Trying to get it to Neal. Neal will pull back. Over to the near side. And Howard's going to go to the sin bin again. They're going to put both of them. I think Howard's out there headhunting. And they're going to put Neal to the box too. Let's see what the calls are. They probably need to put a second one in for the Tigers as they came in after the whistle was blown too. Let's see if they do or not.
This game is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers of Kansas City. Trust your keys with Meineke.
.17 remaining in the second. 2 minutes goes on the board for Neal. Now the refs are talking to the Tigers coach. Misconduct by Neal. So he'll be out until 17 seconds left in the game. Sanders will go serve the 2 minutes. Face off down in the night zone. That'll be grabbed by Morrison. Sent down into the Tiger zone. Now stolen by Smith. Smith will leave it for Larson. Over to Ullery. He'll send one. Glove saved by Baumgartner. What were those penalties? I couldn't hear it. Did you hear what they were? Did you hear what they were? So Morrison, Ullery in there for the defense. Larson and Smith on the offense. Larson will win it right to Smith. Smith to Ullery. Ullery will send one up front. Wide left in the net. 9:30 remaining in the game. 1:13 remaining on the power play for the Tigers. Now stolen by the Tigers. They'll try to break out. Back check by Smith. Shot goes then wide left. This will be grabbed by Ullery. Sent out into the neutral zone. Tipped and goes down into the Tiger zone. 9:10 remaining in the game. Brought up the near side, cleared out in the neutral zone. Now Morrison will retreat back. Ullery will send one back out into the Tiger zone. Blocked down there by the Tigers. Now they'll look to cross ice. This will be grabbed by Ullery down low. He'll wheel around the back of the net. Clears it back out to neutral ice. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Witt will grab it for the Tigers. Pressured by Larson. Now cleared out into the neutral zone by the Tigers. Wiebe will try to slow that up. Now it gets deflected. Popped out in the neutral zone again. Wiebe will slap it off the boards. Tigers will send it back in. Checked by Larson up against the boards. Now grabbed by Ullery. Sent back out into the neutral zone. 8 seconds remaining. In comes Honan. Sent down low. I can't read it. Roughing on Neal. Looks like they're both incidentals. Knights are back to full strength. Goins and Honan and Wiebe in there along with Morrison and Burkett. They'll try to get it ahead up to Honan. Past her back to the Tigers. They'll send it back up front. Down into the Knight zone. Deflected up front. Now poked away by Wiebe. Honan will chase after it. Back out into the neutral zone with 7:45 remaining in the game. Down to Burkett in the Knight zone. Burkett will send it out to Wiebe. She'll chip it out into the neutral zone. Tigers will regain control of the puck. Up the left-hand side. Now Burkett will push him down into the wall, down into the corner. Battle for the puck. Now it'll come away from Wiebe. Wiebe up the right-hand side, got Honan to the left. Sends it to the middle to Honan. Honan with a shot. That'll go wide as it's deflected. Round the boards. Burkett will come over and hold this one in. He'll take a slapper right up front, deflected by the Tigers. Over to Honan. And we're going to get a penalty on Burkett for a slash. So 7:05 remaining in the game. Tigers back to another power play. Dunlap and Brown. Com and Sanders. That shot goes up front, blocked away there by Brown. Down into the corner. Brown will chase it. Tied up against the wall. Com will sit right in front. Dunlap a little higher. Kingston waiting for it to pop out to the right wing. Right up front, that'll come to Dunlap. Dunlap will skate with it. He'll send one down the wall, down into the Tiger zone. That'll be hard around the board. Sanders will chase after it. Gets it down in the corner, loses his glove. Right to Dunlap. Dunlap will send one. Baumgartner with a save. They'll jump on top of it, blow it dead. Face off in the Tiger zone. 6:29 remaining in the game. 1:25 remaining on the power play for the Tigers.
This game is brought to you by Par Electric. Par puts people first.
Dunlap will win it to Com. Com will skate with it. Sends one wide left of the net. Comes over near side. Tigers try to clear it. Brown holds it in. Sends it back down low. Now to Dunlap. Dunlap will center it. Nobody there. Right to Com, though. Com will take a shot right over the glove of Baumgartner. Now the Tigers with a breakout. Stolen by Com right at the blue line. He'll skate it in. Pulls it back to his forehand. Pulls it back once again. Loses it up front. Tigers with the steal. Kingston with the back check. Lifts the stick. Grabs the puck. Now bring it in left side. Right to his backhand. Centered around the back of the net. Tigers will grab it. 5:45 remaining in the game. 40 seconds left on the power play. Odd bounce off the wall. Brown was ready to hold it in. Comes more towards the center of the ice. Grabbed by the Tigers. Now that pass is stolen by Sanders. Sanders will peel back. Looking for time and space. Brings it near side. Dunlap will chase after. Gonna get to the Tigers first. Now look out. They got to cross ice as a line change. Brown will have to skate back. Quick shot. That goes wide of the net. Comes around near side towards Com. Grabbed by Com. Now he'll backhand it far side over to Sanders. Sanders will bring it near side to Com. Com will chip it around Gaddis. He takes a slash. No call there. Now loses the puck. Here comes the Tigers the other direction. Body check there by Larson. Stolen by Dunlap. Dunlap will bring it down into the Knight zone. Tigers will send it right back out to neutral. Now they'll grab the puck up the middle. Up. Loses it right at the blue line. Stolen by Larson. Now Larson will bring it around the right side. Barely stays on side as Sanders. Poke checked away by the Tigers. Held in by Goins. Now grabbed by the Tigers right at the feet of the ref. Loose puck right there in the neutral zone. Now it's grabbed by Larson. He'll bring it over to Morrison. Power play is over. Up to Goins. Goins with a quick shot. Glove saved by Baumgartner. They'll blow it dead with 4:15 remaining. Now Neal will come out of the box. Coach will give him a little talking to over there, slap him on the head. Prather, Goins, and Kassler in. Morrison and Ullery. Round the near side, held in by Morrison. Quick shot wide of the net. Goes off to the far side. This will be grabbed by Ullery. Ullery will send it down to Kassler. Kassler up front, trying to center it towards Prather and Goins. Battle for it. Baumgartner will jump on top of it. And now we got some more action going. Goins was being pushed into the net and just driven into the net, pushed the net 5 feet away from where it belonged. He got up, didn't like it, pushed him in the head, and then they got pushed back. Nothing called on this one. They got to reset the net back in. You can see how far it was actually pushed off with Goins being pushed against the net. Face off in the Tiger zone, 3:57 remaining in the game. Quick shot saved by Baumgartner, rebound. Goes off into the far corner. And now we got an arm in the air. I'm not sure who this one was called on. I think they're sending 2 players, one from each team, as they were tied up again down low. Oh, nope. He didn't point at 2 different players. He put the cross check up. So Goins will go to the sin bin for a cross check. That'll bring the face-off down into the Knight zone. .344 remain in the game. Tigers to the power play once again. Prather, Kassler, Morrison, and Ullery. Held in by the Tigers up high. They'll come D to D. Shot goes way wide left of the net. Off into the corner, right at the feet of Ullery. Ullery will bring it around the backside of the net. Sling one, that's going to be cleared all the way down into the Tiger zone. Baumgartner won't touch it. He'll wave on his defenseman to grab it. Around the boards it goes, right to Ullery. Ullery will dump it back down into the Tiger zone, back around the backside of the net. 1:28 remaining on the power play for the Tigers. They'll bring it up the right-hand side. Prather with a body check. Slows that up. Now they get tied up. Grabbing Prather's stick. Won't let go of it. Refs are doing nothing. Now cleared out into the neutral zone by the Knights. Dumped down into the Tiger zone. Prather will chase after it. Hard around the boards by the Tigers. Right to Kassler. Kassler will chip it up front. Deflection by Prather goes wide at Baumgartner. And we're going to have something else going on over here. We're going to a lot of pushing and shoving after the fact. Tigers will bring it up the right-hand side. This is Birch. Birch pulls back to the middle. Takes a shot deflected by Morrison. That'll come to Prather up the near side. Back to the middle. Loses the puck right at the red line. Tigers will grab it. Down into the Knight zone. 2:05 remaining in the game. Looks to center it up front. Howard whiffs on the shot. Up to Burkett. Burkett will hit the red line. Dumps it down into the Tiger zone. Touched by Baumgartner. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. Burkett will hold it. Takes a slapper right to Baumgartner's chest. He'll dump the puck down. Keeps the play going. Knights are back to full strength. Here comes Goins. Goins in hard off the bench. Puck goes flying back down into the Tiger zone. Goins will chase after it. In comes Weedy, in comes Howard. Burkett holding the blue line. Comes away with Goins. Goins has it poked away with 1:20 remaining. Right to Honan. Honan's shot goes wide right to Baumgartner. Slap back out. Held in by Graham. Graham will come D to D over to Burkett near side. Burkett will take a shot, deflected up front by the Tigers. 1 minute remaining in the game. Now that's grabbed by Honan. She'll lose it right up front to a little poke check there by the Tigers. Now the wheel back. Held in, grabbed by Honan. Honan will skate in, right to the front. Saved by Baumgartner off the glove. Kicked off into the corner. Honan will try to backhand it to Wiebe. Wiebe will send it back down into the corner. 33 seconds left. Wrapped around the boards by the Tigers. Held in by Burkett. Dump back down low. Goins will chase after it. He'll go to the front of the net. Tigers will backhand it over towards Honan. Honan will hold it in. Now to Graham. And there's some more stuff going on. Look at Amy. Boy, she's earned her free pay over there today in the penalty box. So 2 minutes for Goins. He'll go straight to the locker room on that because he also got a misconduct for boarding, which with 20 seconds left in the game will be irrelevant. Face-off will be down here in the night zone. I'm assuming they're going to pull Baumgartner for a 6-on-4 with 20 seconds left. Yep, he's already on the bench with his helmet off, so it'll be a 6-on-4 face-off down here in the night zone. Olery and Morrison. Kassler and Smith. Smith looks like he's going to the center spot. Smith will win it back into the corner. That goes to Olery. Blocked away by the Tigers. Backside of the net. Centered up front. Nobody can grab it. Now quick shot. Saved by Wong. Off into the corner. 8 seconds left. Up to Birch. He'll send it back down. Bedford's got it. He'll backhand it to Birch. Birch will skate in. 2-1. No shot off. That's the end of the game, and the Knights take another one. 1-0 shutout by Wong. And the Knights take 2 from the JV Tigers. Baumgartner, another great effort. 32 saves by Baumgartner. Shows only 3 shots by the Tigers, but I thought they had a few more than that. Maybe a couple got missed, but shutout by Wong. And that's the end of the weekend. We'll be back in a couple weeks with the holiday break. A couple games against the Saints. But thanks for joining us. Final score, Kansas City Knights 1, Tigers 0.